We're starting off with this really pretty pink guacamole. All the ingredients you're going to need is an avocado, some canned beets, you can get them pre-sliced, and cilantro, and a little bit of salt. Now pretty much all you're going to do is dice up those beets. So they're already cooked when they come in the can, so you just toss that into a bowl once they're all diced up into little squares. And then now you're going to take the avocado, and depending how firm your avocado is and what kind of dip you want to make, mine was a lot more soft than I expected, so you could dice them if you want or just squeeze them out and it will be a little bit more creamy. So just put in one whole avocado, and then I also charred off some pieces of cilantro. Put everything from the leaves to the stems because everything really has great flavor. Just make sure they're small, and then give that a good mix. And you can already see how the color from the beets kind of bleeds off into the avocado, making it a really pretty pink purplish tone. And this is what it looks like. I just garnished it with a little cilantro, and you can serve it with some crackers. Next are these chicken and veggie pinwheels. What I need is a tortilla, some chicken breast, mayo, cayenne pepper or other seasonings, and some veggies of your choice. And also a little bit of beet juice for the pink color. Now I also add a little celery in to the chicken spread mix, but you don't need to. So you just mix that canned chicken with mayo until it's pretty moist but not too wet. Then you're going to take some of that beet juice and just mix it into that mixture, and it makes it this really pretty bright pink color. Now you just spread that all over your tortilla all the way to the edges and cross the whole circle, and then you can add in your vegetables. I kind of like to add it to 1/2 of the tortilla. It makes it a little easier to roll, and then you roll it up really tightly. Make sure it's really secure because you're going to be cutting it up next into about 1/2 inch to 1 inch slices, and this is what they look like when it's all done. Really pretty, and the pink just adds a nice pop, and you can also add more colors with whatever vegetables you choose. Next for dessert is this creamy layered jello. So you're going to need some jello, 2 to 4 packs of extra plain gelatin, some Cool Whip, and then 3 cups of water. So you're going to take your water and boil it. Make sure it's really hot and steamy almost. Now I kind of made a mistake here. It's better to start with the gelatin products first and then add the water. So kind of reverse what I did here. But add all those packs. The number of extra gelatin you want to add just depends on how firm you want it. So more is even more firm. And then you're just going to mix those all up. Kind of makes it easier if you add the water and keep mixing as you're adding it, or else it might clump up a little bit. That's what happened to me. And then once all the jello products are incorporated, just add in the Cool Whip. You're going to mix it up, kind of have to mash it because they're pretty frozen. And then once that's mixed, you can add them into your mold. I found this little heart mold at Daiso. It's like an ice cube tray actually, but it worked perfectly for this. And I dumped the extra into a pan lined with parchment paper. You could also oil or grease the pan, either way, to just make sure it doesn't stick. And then pop that in the fridge for about 2 hours. And this is what it looks like when it's all complete. Really nice layered ombre effect. And these are really great because you can pre-make them and make a bunch to give away or save for the next couple of days. And this is how the heart ones turned out. I just kind of scooped them out with a little knife. They did stick a little bit, so I don't know if you want to try to grease your mold as well. And these also have a really nice layered effect. The tiny hearts came out super cute. And this is what they all look like when they're all done. Next up is the good old chocolate covered strawberries. All you're going to need are strawberries and chocolate. So using chocolate chips is really great because they're all kind of uniform size. You're going to pour that into a bowl, pop in the microwave, set the timer for about 2 minutes, but you're going to stop the microwave every 15 seconds and give it a mix. This just kind of distributes the heat so there's no clumping or crusting happening. So I had to do this for a little over a minute. Might vary depending on your microwave, but 2 minutes should be the max. And at the very end, it should look like a really creamy, liquidy texture. And then you're ready to dip these strawberries. So make sure your strawberries are washed and then dried. So I just left them out on a paper towel for a while. Dip them and then shake off the excess chocolate and then lay them onto parchment paper. And you could stop there, pop that in the fridge, or if you want to design it a little, you can melt some white chocolate. I just found this little candy bar. You really don't need a lot, and mounted it using the same method. You could try to spoon this on with a drizzle effect or use a Ziploc bag like I did. Just snip the corner and you have a mini piping bag. And yeah, I just drizzled that all on top. And here's what they look like. So you just set those in the fridge for at least an hour and they should harden up nicely. So happy early Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy these recipes. Make them for a loved one or even just yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh my god. That can be in your bloopers.